Okay, welcome back. So these are those blue ones that I was talking about earlier. I just put a wooden dowel in the middle of them to get the core in there. With the core, it actually burns a lot better with the smoke than it would if you were to not make it. So what I do is I have a ton of my stars that I've been making. I take the tiger tail star and I put it down the middle. This really works well for the ignition. The last time I used a piece of fuse, it didn't want to light well, so I had to use a sparkler. But with the tiger tail, it lights very good because the tiger tail is just slow burning black powder pretty much, and it gets positive ignition. So you can see, it's kind of hard to see it, but it's in there and it works really well. And I just figured this out the other day. So just push one in like that, and then I seat it all the way until it bottoms out, and that's pretty much it right there. And it's in there, and then I pretty much just take my red fuse that I just bought the other day and I just use that for it. Not really too much goes into making these. They're very nice. I like the way they burn. I mainly do colored smoke because that's kind of like the fun stuff that I do as far as smoke goes, but I'm starting to get into this wax only because I have a lot of potassium nitrate, and it's kind of useful to use it up because I am starting to run out of my potassium chlorate, and I don't want to run it out too quickly, so I'm starting to use my potassium nitrate. It's kind of hard to do it like this filming, but hopefully it's in the shot. So I just pretty much put a little bit of Gorilla Glue around the edge like that. It's kind of messy right now, but I do a lot better job when it's right in front of me. Pretty much just get a bead on there, spin it all the way around. This just kind of locks in the cap because these do produce a good amount of pressure. I ordered some caps, or I'm sorry, discs with tubes, but I got the wrong size for some reason. I wasn't paying attention to that. So pretty much just a real quick spritz of water. Gonna activate this Gorilla Glue, and then I'll punch a hole in the top once it cures. Then I just take some masking tape, just kind of go around it like this, kind of lock in that disc, and then once it cures, it'll be ready to light. I used to use hot glue, and it was a really good kind. It was amber glue. It's very strong, out of my high temp gun, but the problem is that the glue melts very quickly with this, and the cap would pop off, and then the smoke would start going everywhere, and it would run out a lot faster. So I started using the Gorilla Glue because I've had it and I don't ever use it. So this is pretty much it right there. And then once this cures, which take a couple hours, like I said, I'll just poke a hole in the top there, and then I'll be able to demo them off. I'm actually going to demo them off in the same video. I'm just making these for now, and then I'll edit the video and get the demo in. But these are pretty much what it looks like at the end. I do like these little tubes. They're kind of cool for these little projects. What I could do with these is, these are supposed to be inserts, so I could just get the caps, which I've already ordered, that fit on here. One of them comes with a hole and the other one is solid. I'm gonna attach these at the end of a rocket and fill this with some stars, which you can fit a lot in there. Put a little bit of flash powder in there and get a nice effect out of it. That's what these are meant for, but because I can't really light rockets and stuff at my house. I'm just using them for smoke right now, and I'll end up making some rockets and putting these inserts in there or on top of the rocket, and then putting some smoke pellets, tiger tail stars, and a couple of these green ones. These are my green stars. They're solid, they don't break. These are kind of hard to prime because I use dextrin, and as soon as you mix any as soon as you mix any water in the slurry, these start to soften up, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way how to make those a little bit better. These are those tiger tails that I had pressed half of red strontium mix in there, so these are red stars with tiger, and they work really well too. So I just have a mixture of these. I'm just gonna start throwing those inside of the inserts. And then I have potassium perchlorate, and I have a lot of aluminum, so I can actually make some flash powder to get a nice burst. Anyways, that's it for now. Pretty soon, or actually in a couple of minutes, you'll see that I'm gonna be demoing these. I'm gonna let these cure, and then I'll edit the video to show the demo. Okay, so here's the test. This one here on the left is the actual wax one. And this one here is just a color mix that I made. I think it's green. I'm just gonna try that one real quick, and then I'll go to the next one. I'll go to the wax one that I built, or that I made rather. Yeah, that one's supposed to be green. Well, yeah, I guess it is green. It looks a little bit blue, but very nice green, and it's perfect because it's a smaller bomb, so it's not gonna fill up the whole area, if you would, with smoke, just in case I don't want like the neighbors getting all upset. All right, that was it. And here is the wax one that I made earlier that was kind of blue, and as you can see, the tiger tails were, in a little bit you're going to see the tiger tail actually spark up, and then it's going to light it. See, the tiger tail lights it up really nicely. It's super windy today. It's a little cold, but the rain has been pretty bad, and that's why my grass is all grown. I cut it the other day, and now it's crazy. But look at this smoke here. Yeah, even though it's blue, I knew it wasn't going to change the color of the smoke output, but it was just kind of cool the way it looked blue. Yeah, it puts out a lot of smoke. Even with the wind being pretty strong, you can see that it's still doing a good job of putting output of the smoke. And that's pretty much it. It'll probably just keep burning, but you know, it's just the same thing over and over, just a big old cloud of smoke. Anyways, thank you for watching.